All right, and welcome to another video. This is actually the third time that I have talked about this online nursery. It's actually called TyTy Nursery, and I'm going to kind of show you on the paper. TyTy Nursery. The first time that I ordered from them last year, I ordered 3 cherry trees from them. And I actually ordered the cherry trees when they were like on sale. I got a black tartan, a Stella, and a Bing. You know, here I'm thinking bare root trees will come, you know, dormant and stuff and that. But the only tree that survived was the black tartan. And when I called the company to get replacement trees, this is kind of what made me mad about the company. So instead of replacing the trees, they actually gave me credit for, I guess, well, you know, either way, they gave me credit for my purchase, but I wanted other trees. So I don't know if this company purposely will like sell you trees that are dead, especially like when they're on sale, and not give you, you know, a new tree. They'll only give you a credit, so you actually have to buy something that's a little bit more. So what I ended up doing was the credit for the 2 trees. I ended up getting a plum tree, and I actually ended up getting a blueberry tree. So the plum tree came, and unfortunately I didn't have a video to show the unboxing of it. It did come pretty good. The blueberry bush that we got, I was extremely disappointed in how they wrapped it. The blueberry bush was like open like this, but because they wanted to fit it into like a really skinny box, they bent and broke some of the branches, and they wrapped it in you know, plastic wrap. So that was I wasn't happy about that. The blueberry bush is actually planted and doing good right now. But I definitely wanted to do a opening on this box. So this box here is supposed to be 3 apple trees. And these are full price apple trees. These aren't ones that I got on sale. There's a Golden Delicious between 7 and 8 foot tall. Red Fuji between 7 and 8 foot tall. And a Granny Smith between 7 and 8 foot tall. So, looking at the box, again, it's hard to believe that there's 3 trees of that size in here. So I want to open it and show you what these actually look like. So I just gotta find the opening, and I'm just gonna go down. And like I said, it is such a shame that, because, well, and shipping is not free. Shipping, you do have to pay for shipping. So it's such a shame that they don't, you know, take better care of shipping an item. And I'm hoping that these are okay. I'm trying to get, again, a video while I'm opening. Because if these are awful, then this will be the last time I order from this company. But let's see. 3 7 to 8 foot trees. Okay, so right away I can definitely see that the trees did go to the top of the box. Instead of using plastic wrap, I wish they would have done this with the blueberry bush. This would have been so much better instead of, because see how they plastic wrap down here? That's good to keep like all the roots and stuff, you know, moist in that during the trip. But they did that to the whole blueberry bush, and that was disappointing. So let's look. And 7 to 8 foot tall. Now, the reason why I ended up getting this size is because I did want a more mature tree. I did want a tree that it's already, look, I think it's already showing. I wish they would take more care. I mean, in all honesty, if some, in these trees, I do believe like $120 a tree, plus $80 in shipping. So, if somebody's spending that much money on something like this, then they should definitely be a little bit more careful. I mean, I know that it's their business and they deal with trees all the time, but come on, you know, somebody actually is spending a good amount of money on these trees. So, let's see. One looks like it's already got leaves. Some of them look like they're starting to silver bud. Actually, my husband's on the way home. He's excited. He was asking me if the trees came today, and I told him yes. So he's gonna come and eat, and then we're gonna get these planted in the ground. But I said right now, I said, look, just something like that. So, is this, why in the world, look, so, if you don't know, apple trees need this outside bark to grow and to like have water go up and down. So if a tree is injured like that, it means that the tree is going to have a harder time bringing water and nutrients up to the top. So I'm not going to unwrap these yet. I'm going to do that outside. But yeah, let's see. Oh, look, see, there's another. I mean, jeez. I do believe that this will be the last time that I order from this company. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of commercials about Stark Bros. I haven't ordered anything bare root from them, but I have ordered stuff from them before. So, no wait, Stark Bros. No, you know what? I don't think I've ever ordered anything from Stark Bros. I'm getting them mixed up with my other seed companies, but yeah, I am really hoping that these get planted and become healthy, because like I said, this is the last time I am going to be giving TyTy Nurseries my business. I mean, all it takes is a little bit more. That's the third branch already that has been broken. And some people are going to be like, yeah, you know, hey, there's, and I know that there's, you know, going to be some stuff, but yeah, all in all, besides this big old gouge in that one, what is that one? That one is, and it had to be my Granny Smith. But, yep, we'll wait for Morrow to get home, and then we'll get him something to eat, and we'll go out and plant them and see how they actually look when we unwrap them. Okay, so I clipped and removed the broken and snapped branches. There were 3 of them, and I opened up the plastic. I did not open up yet to look at the roots, but we just opened up the plastic. And once we get these outside, we'll look at them a little bit more. Everything does look moist and nice, but whenever I had ordered my cherry trees, and we actually took the wrapping off the cherry trees, some of the roots were really badly broken in that. So I want to definitely make sure I get this, you know, recorded, because who knows. I'm hoping nothing bad happens, but just for a comparison, I did a previous video where me and Mara bought a Honeycrisp tree, and we bought it at Home Depot, and it was $39. And the Honeycrisp tree actually kind of looked better than these ones. The Honeycrisp tree was about the same size. So, in all honesty, I don't know if there's actually any really benefit from ordering trees that are 3-4 times the price. You know, I as long as I guess you get the good trees in season, you know, when they first come in at Home Depot and Lowe's and that, or Rural King, or wherever trees come in, as long as you can get some of the first ones that are beautiful and healthy, I really don't see too much of a difference. You know, I do have trees, like I said, from Lowe's. I have trees from Home Depot. I have trees from here, TyTy Nursery. I actually do have, I do believe I have 1, maybe 2 trees from Rural King. So, again, unless it's something really rare or something that you can't find anywhere, I would definitely say go to your local stores, and you know, the motorcycle's out. It's a good day for motorcycling. But definitely go to your nurseries, especially now when the trees and everything are starting to come in, and try to get a good healthy tree, you know, before all the good trees are picked over, the bigger ones are picked over. I know throughout the season, especially when it gets starting to get hot, the department stores, or you know, they don't tend to water a lot, or they get left out in the rain and they, you know, get too much water, or the wind knocks them over. And so getting them at the beginning of the season when trees come in, I think is your best bet. But yeah, so, and this one's already got, yeah, I'm gonna have to trim off all those leaves. I don't know if that's, looks like some kind of black spot, and I don't want that passing to my other trees. And that's a good thing too, when you buy trees in your nurseries and that, you can actually see if they have something. Like I said, this looks like black spot. So I'm gonna clean up the leaves that are on it, and we're gonna have to spray it down since it's still silver budding. I'm hoping that it doesn't have any kind of sicknesses. So, yep. As soon as we get outside and get this started, I'll open up the bottom so you can see the roots, and we'll go from there. Okay. So what do we got here? Well, it looks like those are okay. Mara's over here burning the box, but the tree roots, you know what? Maybe I spoke too soon. Well, that one looks okay also. Yep, now it's time to dig some holes and get them in the ground. Okay, so we got the first one in, the Golden Delicious And right now we're working on the Fuji. Mara was making a lot of holes yesterday, and now he's making more holes today. So the roots look pretty good and healthy. There's lots of roots there, not dried at all. You need a pick? And then we're gonna put that Granny Smith right next to that little baby one. There's just a little bit of rock and hard ground here that we gotta soften up. So I had to go do a drink run. I brought my hollyhocks back outside so that way they can get some fresh air and some sunshine in that. Hopefully I'll be transplanting these in another week or two. But I want to keep them in here just in case we get another cold snap. Oop, hold on. So my hollyhocks are getting blown over because of the wind. Had to fix those. But, yep, let's go get Morrow his beer. Yeah, it's hard work digging a hole. Especially when there's rocks. And Mara's working on the third hole today. So this hole right here, last year we had a Granny Smith apple. This one right here, that died back, but it looks like it's still alive. We did the scratch test on it, and it's still alive, and it's got a sucker on it. So we'll see what happens with it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put the new Granny Smith in here and just put that one on the side. So if that one decides to die, we'll have the big one. If that one decides to grow, they'll grow side by side. But yeah, there's been a lot of rock in here, so but right now, after this tree, as of right now, the garden is full of live trees. I think they're all alive. Pretty sure they're all alive. Yep. And then later on, we'll go through and we'll look at all of the trees that we have together. And everything in here has been planned out, so it's got pollinators, and you know, some trees will bloom and have apples first, and some, you know, just during the different seasons. So we'll go through all that later, but right now Morrow's sweating up a storm, digging this damn hole. Okay, so in this hole here, we have a pretty big piece of concrete that's blocking down where the roots would go. So where we are here, we're on the slope of our house, and I'm guessing the people who were here and started all this stuff would dump pieces of concrete and brick and all kinds of crap down here, so that way the dirt doesn't corrode off as easy. So that's why we've been having to dig up lots of rock, well, actually lots of pieces of concrete and that too. So we're trying to get this broke up and out of here. It's been a work. Morrow's tired. I'm gonna go get him another beer. Okay, so this last hole definitely gave us some shit. There was lots of concrete blocks and rocks down there. So Morrow broke up and got out what he could. And right now, the trees, if their roots go down, they're in an open spot where they can go down, or if they want to go out, they can. Again, that was the Granny Smith tree from last year. The base, I did a scratch test on it. It does have one sucker coming up. Who knows if that'll turn into something or not. And then we have the new tree right beside it. And that's the last of the digging for trees. All of the trees are in, and I've just got to come out and get them sprayed, especially the new ones, since I don't know where they've been or what they've been exposed to. But another day, and tomorrow I will come back out and we'll do a full walk around on what trees we have. Again, we have plum, peach, cherry, and apple. So lots and lots of fruit trees. And fingers crossed that they all are alive and will do good. All right, so with that, I will go ahead and end this video. And we got to get inside and just get some rest. Maro needs to get a shower and get him another beer. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave your like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you in the next video.